Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Do They Miss You spread for my lovely, fantastic Sagittariuses. If this does not resonate with you and you'd like your own personal custom reading, please click the link in the description box down below. This is book your own personal custom reading. With that being said, and you happen to be new here and you enjoy the content that I produce, consider subscribing and joining the family. Also, just a little side note here. I just did a video about a couple days ago. It was an unboxing for a company, Spiritual Goodies. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. So without further ado, let's shuffle the cards 3 times in a row. If you didn't know, now you do know. And I genuinely hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. So let us begin. So the first question that I'm going to be asking is, how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Alrighty. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? So the first card that we have here is the Moon card. The Moon is representing of mystery, deception, and confusion. So it definitely seems like they're going through some confusion when it comes to missing you and, do they think about you? And they're just kind of trying to get a bearing on themselves and their situation and their environment. Okay, so how else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? This could be either one or two things here. I feel like they may want to have some type of communication with you, and or they're trying to figure out if they want to even have this interaction, because this could be either a lot of fast-moving messages or the lack thereof fast-moving messages. And this is the main central theme. And in conjunction with the Moon card, I feel like they're very confused when it comes to communication and, interacting with you overall. And how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? The King of Pentacles. King is representing of being wise when it comes to their long-term commitment, which is Pentacles. And they're trying to figure out and get a basis and understanding, all right, how do I approach the situation? How do I go about it? I'm very confused emotionally, and I'm not sure how I should approach, like I'm kind of saying as like a third party, as an individual here, but I'm kind of feeling like I want to approach them, but I want to make sure I have all my ducks in the row, and I want to be wise when it comes to a relationship and when it comes to actually being involved in any relationship with you. And so that's basically how they feel about you. They're like kind of confused, but they're trying to get their bearings, and they're just trying to be wise when it comes to the decision that they're trying to make. So what are the blockages between you and them? What's caused you guys to have a separation and not an understanding of each other, right? What are the blockages between you and them? What are the blockages between you and them? What are the blockages between you and them? Well, the first blockage here is the Devil card. The Devil is representing of, addiction, procrastination, and basically just a lot of negativity. I feel like there definitely is something else happening in the situation that's caused you guys to have a separation. Maybe even depression has caused you guys to not see eye to eye on things, and or maybe there is some type of avoiding of a situation. But let's continue on and see how we can really expand upon the Devil card. What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? Okay, so it seems like there is some type of addiction, depression, or procrastinating in regards to the lovers. So I feel like there was definitely a falling out between you and them, and you guys didn't really see eye to eye, maybe perhaps on your relationship. And of course, this could also be somebody, cheating or doing something not good in the relationship, which is obviously lovers and why this is here. And this is the main central theme here. So definitely something negative happened between you both, either cheating and or something more malicious than that. And what else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? It seems like you weren't really able to have an equal give and take when it came to this individual here. It definitely seems like you were struggling when it came to, maybe financially having equality with each other, as well as I feel like you guys were definitely having issues communicating and having an equal give and take emotionally, and communicating. So the question is, do they miss you? Do they care about you, right? So, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? I feel like they are having some type of back thoughts in their head. Basically what this means is there's a lot of repetitive work in regards to long-term commitment. So this could be either they're really focused on their work, school, or apprenticeship, and or they're just, you know, really hoping that things work out between you both and that they'll put forth the effort to, you know, have a long-term commitment with you. Let's kind of elaborate more. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Okay, yeah. They want to put forth a lot of work and a lot of effort and, you know, in regards to the situation, and they also want to offer you a good time. Ace is representing of an offering, Wands is representing of sexual want, need, or desire, so they definitely do miss you and they miss that sexual interaction that you guys had with each other as well, and this is the main central theme. And do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? They are waiting for their ships to sail in here, so they're having regret and remorse. They're kind of looking back at the past, but at the same time, they're not too upset about, you know, if you're going to come back into their life and not, because they have other options that they're looking at, and they're, you know, they've already kind of picked an option here, as you can see, but they have other two sticks behind them that they can pick if they would like. So do they miss you? They do, but they are willing to move on if they have to. Alright, so do they want you back in their life? So let's kind of give this a good shuffle here. And let's find out. I'm still really coughing from everything. But I'm surviving. I'm barely surviving, but I'm surviving. Alright, so do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Well, they're just really emotionally confused when it comes to you. They have a lot on their mind and they have a lot of clouded judgment, as you can see. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. But the cups are representing of love, empathy, and emotion, and they're just really not sure of their emotions, and they're not sure how to feel about it, which is kind of coming back to the very beginning of how do they feel about you? They're confused. How do they feel about getting back together with you? They're emotionally confused. Or not even back together, back into your life. All right, do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? They're trying to be patient when it comes to their long-term commitment. As you can see, Queens representing patience, Pentacles representing long-term commitment. They want to not really jump into things. They're not really ready for that, and this is the main central theme. They're very emotionally confused. They're trying to gain their boundaries. They're kind of trying to have this understanding, but at the same time, they're just like not really having it, right? And do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Page of Cups. They are willing to send you messages of love. They are feeling like there can be something to blossom from it, and they want to be like, hey, you know, maybe things can work out, but at the same time, they're very emotionally confused. So it's kind of like a back and forth very heavily with them that you need to be aware of and with the situation here. So I don't know why it's like super blurry, but I'll fix the lighting another time. Let's get some advice for my lovelies. Let me pull out the cards. Here we go. Give these a good shuffle. And give you some advice on what you should do in the situation and how you should handle it. One more time. Put some advice for my lovely, fantastic. Oh, goodness gracious, gracious. Sagittarius, is anything fall on the floor? Nope. Okay. So your advice is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So essentially what this means is engage with this individual as best as you possibly can, and, you know, interact with them and move forward with them. I feel like the advice also, because this came up as well, is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So kind of counteractive here. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I feel like you and them are moving kind of away from each other, right? And you need to retreat from the situation, disconnect from the world, just kind of take some time for yourself, and just really think over everything and have a lot of self-reflection. And then you can maybe come back or try to interact with this individual and communicate with them how you're truly feeling, and maybe one day you guys will come to see eye to eye on things. But with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see more videos and content like this one, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload my videos every single week. Here's some more videos over here that YouTube's recommended for you to go watch. Good luck in your endeavors and take care. Bye.